Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Shadows Over Loathing once again. In the last episode, we picked up the deed to this speakeasy, and we went and uncursed that pocket watch by getting turned into a dinosaur. Speaking of, does that pocket watch do anything? Reduce an enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 5 once per fight. So yeah, I can do that over my haunted duck call, because that only reduces enemies' stats by 1, and I think that's... Is that reusable or once per fight? Yeah, that's only once per fight. So yeah, the pocket watch is even... It's like a better version of that. Anyway, Fancy Dan. Hey, it's you again. You find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver is gone. The handoff went extremely bad. Badly? Yeah, that too. You go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Show him the deed. Oliver was carrying this with him. Dan skims the deed. Says here that the ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Huh, is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. I guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Yeah, let's get some real crunk going on inside of us. I guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Well, you could go traditional and just call it Garplot's Place, or something like the Purple Door. Or something incisive and avant-garde, like, I don't know, noblesse oblige. I want to name it something else. And you will be called... Fudrose. Where is the apostrophe? Right there. Fudrose. Fudrose. What is Fudrose, and what is a funny word to go sticking in there? Fudrose Outhouse. I don't know, that's just the best thing I can think of. It's funny enough. Fudrose Outhouse? I like it. Now on to business. To business! We make beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else, and based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah, if you can find a box of booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check with Barnaby. And who might that be? Dan points at the milky-eyed sod at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Now, let's have a drink. Give me a beer. Excellent choice. Keep things simple. Bottoms up. I got me some beer buzz. Now, this guy, Barnaby, turns his head toward you and smiles. Have a drink, Barnaby. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. Distilled to its essence, a lake is just a valley abandoned. Okay. How about another drink? Distilled into its essence, you're just saying the damn same thing again. Well, if we find a lake, we can look there for more stuff. Anyway... We can progress the story, but there's also St. Polycarp's and Ms. Brewster's that we can go to. An elderly man with thick eyeglasses shuffles up to you with a determined expression. Before you can react, he shoves some meat into your mouth and shouts in your ear. Well, we've been through this before. That's free meat for us. Now, the cathedral. Anything worth grabbing here? I don't have the hobo code knowledge to translate that. Is the church bells playing Old MacDonald? Or no, not Old MacDonald. Fucking Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's what it's doing. Dang, dong, 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 ding, dang, dang. Yeah, that's enough of that. Except it's still going. Makes sense we'd be able to hear the bells from in here. The pews! There's a lot of pews here that I can't do anything with. This is the cathedral's font, or more properly, typeface. And what about you? It's a vicar who seems agitated about something. Hello there. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I was going to ask if everything's okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Services are canceled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen? This tiny cathedral has a catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? A saint or someone? Oh my goodness, we wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way, and the bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere. What? Anyway, guess I'll look into it. Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind you step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. Well, I will disturb the altar as much as I please. Look at me disturbing this altar. That is one disturbed-ass altar right there, mister. What's in the catacombs here? Yeah, the catacomb. A fancy pedestal with nothing on it. An old urn. Another one with an urn. Is a book. The last 3 visitors here were Donk Hufferby visiting from Saskatoon. Well, that seems like a dead end, and they sure have some weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. That's the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about that next time you see him. And then there's Captain Augustus Dirch at 23 Kerwin Avenue. This one might be worth following up on. And sign the book. You sign your name and address after all the others. And there's one candle left unlit. I do have that match that I didn't give to that guy. Hopefully this doesn't preclude you cursing the darkness later, if you feel like it. Well, spare urns is a big crate full of identical empty burial urns. Must be spares. What's this? It's a patch of tomb moss growing on the wall here. Guess I can't do anything with that. A very old manhole cover. Fantastic. And getting that little bit of experience just reminded me that I'm supposed to be spending my XP. And I've got... how much of it? I got 53. So... That costs 100. I can't go shredding my abs just yet. A stony heart. Physical armor and more experience for gathering. That's some good stuff to be going for. Yeah, give me that stony heart. I got a heart of stone that I be killing people with. I just reach into my chest, pull it out, and bash people over the head with it. Also, I'd be throwing rocks at people. Where do you think I'd be getting those rocks? It's my heart. I'm throwing my heart at people. That shit hurts. Anyway, Dirch's house. As you're walking down one of Ocean City's residential streets on the way to where you're going, you hear an eerie music coming from the upstairs window of a nearby house. That can wait until later. Now, Captain Dirch's house. Can I do anything with these rocks? I am a psychogeologist after all, or a geopsychologist. This rock has a date painted on it. 11/10/82. So that's November 10th, 1882, I would assume. So we got that date written down. This rock is steaming. Comfort it. You reassure the rock that everything is going to be okay, and it sloughs off some of its rage. And I got phallistic resin. Phallogistic. You probably shouldn't just barge in, but I could. Snore. What was that? I'm selling these fine leather jackets. Census Bureau. Milk. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. How about some milk? I ain't drink that fat water. Get lost. Okay, I'm from the Census Bureau then. There's nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? Five urns, go away. Leather jackets? Don't want any. You've won a sweepstakes. Fat chance, never won nothing, didn't... Hello? Didn't enter no sweepstakes, no how. Scram. Fine. I am unsure what to do there. I could amble away, but I could knock again. And sweepstakes? Nope. Census Bureau. Yeah, you got 5 urns. That ain't helping us, though. Fine. What if I told the vicar, oh, something's happening. You, hands in the air, bucko, you're on Tin Lizzie turf, and this is a stick-up. You turn to see a woman in oil-stained overalls pointing a gun-like tool in your direction. What the? Is that a caulking gun? Stick-up isn't usually such a literal phrase. Actually, it's a grease gun, so it's more like a slick-up. Haha. Gross. Everybody's a critic. Give me your wallet. Or I could grab your gun. You pull out your wallet and nervously fumble it, dropping it at the woman's feet. When she growls and reaches for it, you swiftly grab her wrist and twist the grease gun out of her hand. Hi! Looks like the grease is on the other, lug nut? Honestly, I don't know anything about cars. You're gonna regret messing with the Tin Lizzies. I'm gonna regret touching this filthy grease gun more. Go on, scram! Well, I got me a grease gun. That's fine. Is that a weapon? It does sleaze damage with a buff from my Moxie that I ain't so good with, but it was good enough to steal that gun. And the vicar is really agitated about his ashes being stolen. Well, not his ashes, you get what I mean. Oh, you found the ashes? No. Please hurry, the bishop will be here. Alright, don't get your rosary in a knot. Maybe I can grab a spare urn and trade it with that guy. Shit. Hey, what's that on the fucking pew? There's a hymnal in the back of this pew. Yikes! I got an unpleasant hymnal. So, deals your mysticality and spooky damage once per fight. So I can hit people for 3 with that in my offhand. But I like debuffing my enemies more than just straight damage with my offhand thing. The debuffs, I feel, would be better serving than some of the other things. Let's check out the eerie house. 2 goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, you know, those things, those marching band things. They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those, and they interrupt you. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You are intruding on the territory of Glocklins in... Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins, we both. We are toughest all street gangs in Ocean City that think you about it. I don't feel particularly threatened. What? This is totally incorrect. I like your xylophones, though. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh, Glocklins, I get it now. I am so outraged over you. I think we shall a mugging do. Well, how about I scare you away? Oh yeah, a mugging? Well, what do you think about this? You grab one of their little wooden glockenspiel mallets and snap it over your knee. Oh no! They literally said the word gasp. That's right, and if I can do that with this little wooden stick, what do you think I'm gonna do to your shiny metal glockenspiels, huh? No, these terrible things must not happen! Come, my fellow Glocklin, we must from this place flee! The goblins run away, rapidly playing rapid high-pitched escape music on their glockenspiels as they go. Yep, you know better than to fuck with me now, don't you? This seems like a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan, constantly rising in pitch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, you knock, but hear no response. So you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. Huh, indeed. Yeah, they got fucking treble clefs all over the place. Dusty disused chairs. It's a day stand. The plate rack is a statement piece, and the statement is, I have too many plates. Backup plates. You got a... Ooh, I can examine one of these things. A piece of sheet music. You pull out a sheet, but it's all in German. Und du kannst kein dis Gesperchen. I ain't so well versed in German. I only know like a couple of words. And those ain't any of the words that I know. Anyway, let's go up the stairs leading up to where the sound is coming from. Well, found the source of the music. Tired-looking man is playing a cello here. Wait, who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music? And I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name's Garplot Fudrow. Well, I'm Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it's vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that then. Listen to me! I had a dream, a premonition of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house, and then the neighborhood, and then the world. Wow, that's quite a dream. It was not a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement, and there it is, indeed, a rift. As of now, it is still small, and I must keep playing this cello to prevent it from growing any larger. Just leave it to me. I can brag my way through this thing. Just leave it to me. I have a lot of experience dealing with the weird stuff like this. One little rift is no problem for Garplot Fudrow. Well, you seem confident in your abilities, and I am extremely tired. Attaboy, go ahead and take a breather. Everything's fine. There you go. Finally, the sound stops. Uh-oh, maybe convincing Zimmer to stop playing his cello wasn't such a good idea after all. Oops. I don't know what you're talking about. The place just looks a little more deteriorated, with weird symbols on the wall. Every one of these molding books is entitled Blood. It would appear that two ghosts are playing a very spirited, game of chess. The chair seems to be having a hard time remaining stationary. So it does. It only does that when I get close to it. Well, there goes the plates. He's got plenty of backups, though. The chair is frighteningly not right side up. The J-stand has become a nightstand. That's the worst kind of stand. A viscous black sludge bubbles in the teapot. What you got for me, bubbling black sludge? You love bubbling black sludge, apparently. This chair is barely there. Well, I guess the backup plates are gone. Moths have eaten all the contents and most of the container. A shelf full of trophies from murder competitions. This chair is whispering. What does it say? Sit in me. Okay, you sit in the chair for a few minutes and nothing bad happens. Apparently it was all bark and no bite. Just as well. And what about the sheet music? Is there anything different here? You pull out a sheet music, it's a piece entitled All Arbiet and No Spiel makes Ernst a dull boy. Well, this door has seen better jams, so it has. Anyway, what's in here? Oh geez, that sure is a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Well, nuts. Yes, I've seen a dark rift in space before, and that is definitely one of them. Moldy sheet music. I didn't even know sheet music could get moldy. If anything's moldy, it's me! I'm Moldy West, after all. Well, what's going on here? Really? Yep, I'm in here. You find yourself in an infinite black void. Or, well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have the uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Huh. What are you doing there? This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or just plain raw darkness, it has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest about where its sternum should be, and as you draw near you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off a radiator, except also the opposite of that, and it's also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absent-minded flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like say, if you tried to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest. Size it up. The creature looks like it could rip you in half without even really trying, maybe without even really noticing. And I don't have the muscle to go prying that crystal out, and these dingly-dangly sounds have gotten quite loud. We'll leave you alone for now. A thrumming spike of nega energy. We can dampen these, but that'll have to wait until the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.